Download the BCSN Plus app today. Above the Net is brought to you by Premier Volleyball Academy, teaching excellence, inspiring greatness.
We are midway through the month of September, and it's time now for week 3 of Above the Net, brought to you by Premier Academy. And as we look at this week's matchups, we start out on Tuesday. We're talking Perrysburg versus Notre Dame, two teams in a much different situation right now. The Jackets have been one of the top teams in the area this season, while Notre Dame in search of some quality wins. And you also continue to go through the schedule. You've got a TAC matchup. You've got Toledo Christian, Cardinal Stritch. Remember, Cardinal Stritch, just continue on through there, looking at the matchups. It's going to be some challenges throughout the week. All right, now let's get to our spotlight team of the week. And we're talking the Clay Eagles, who right now have a record of 7-3. And Jordan, I think you and I can agree that Clay is one of the more balanced teams in the area.
Yeah, and you just said that best. I had a chance to talk to Nicole Morrison, coach for the Clay Eagles, and I really enjoyed our conversation. She mentioned a couple different things. She put together this very intentional competitive schedule early on in the season. So we saw some losses early on, but they're playing well, but not playing their best yet. 3 words stuck out to me when I talked to her. She said the words balance, versatility, and depth. And she talked about how some of the players contributing to that, Hayden Rodriguez, the setter, running the offense, really distributing the ball nicely to some of her players, currently second in the NLL for assists per set. Emmy Getz on the outside. She's currently first in the NLL for aces, second in the NLL for kills. Maddie Frankie, Leah Hazuda, 2 players playing 6 rotations, really getting it done offensively all around the court. And then Leah Frankie, and we've got senior libero Jaden Kennedy holding down that defensive line. She just highlighted the fact that they're, on any given night, can step up and they balance each other so well and they play well together.
And now last week you may have caught the matchup in the Northern Lakes League between Bowling Green and Springfield. Bowling Green coming out on top in 4. And in that match, Bowling Green was led by senior captain Ruby Suter. And I tell you what, she is a threat at the net.
Yes, and she's fun to watch. What I love about her, you mentioned she's a senior captain. She's playing really well for her team right now. Very successful on and off the court. This is a team trying to fill a void of Madison Cowan last year, and even though their record isn't as good as they want it to be right now, that individual performance, we don't want it to be overshadowed. Ruby Suter is getting it done. Off the court right now, as we saw, 4.0 GPA. She is playing for Premier Volleyball Academy, putting in the work off season, making sure she's also, receiving that top-notch training and becoming the best player that she can be. When I watched her play personally, I love that she brought power. But not only power, she had a great volleyball IQ and could mix in her shots. So just doing a great job for her team and really standing out for us here.
Let's get into the top 10 as we stand right now. And Anthony Wayne remains the top team overall. They are 11-1. They have won 7 consecutive matches, have not dropped a set at all during that streak. Perrysburg, a tough one this past Saturday. They took on a very good Magnificat team in a non-conference matchup, and the Jackets ended up being reversed swept in that match. Clay, we just talked about, sitting 7-3. St. Ursula picked up a good win over Hoover this past weekend. And Fremont Ross, last week was full of challenges. They took on Clay, they took on Perrysburg, came up empty in both matches, but they are still a team right in the middle of the pack, going to be a tough out for anyone moving forward.
Yeah, and I think just these teams looking to get some great out of conference, playing these teams so they can get really good exposure so that they're ready to go come postseason in October.
All right, that'll do it for us here on Above the Net.